Okay, here is the actual contents of the box. I didn't bother doing a video unboxing, but you can see the camera, bracket, power cord, and that's pretty much all you're going to use, that and the screen. The 15 millimeter pipe kit comes with two pieces, a 12-inch and an 8-inch, and all the connectors you need to make it whatever length your particular tool is going to require. The right angle junction kit comes right out of the box ready to use. So I'm drilling a hole for a 3/16 inch rivet to rivet this bracket onto the hole that will end up being riveted for our visual vision. So it's a little 3/16 inch hole, nice and cleaned out. That's all we needed to do. Put a hole right in there. Now we're going to trim off this bracket here. Let's use an angle grinder. I could use a hacksaw. I could use a metal cutting blade inside of my bandsaw. But I think the easiest way to do that would just be with a quick angle grinder. And then I'll take it over to the grinder in a pair of vice grips and just flatten out the edge and spray it black so it looks nice. We're also going to need a matching corresponding hole in our crossbar. This will be a little trickier, so I'm really anchoring it in with my body, and I'm getting past where I know the threads are inside of this pipe so I can continue to use it for extension. Now we have the matching 3/16 hole in our cross pipe. This is going to be the camera mount. Will go this direction. So it'll slide back and forth like this through our connection. And we're just going to mount the backup camera that we picked up into that hole with a rivet. Okay, now I've got it mounted in my bench vise here. This is just a cheap Harbor Freight bench vise. I've had it for 25 years. Got a $9 Harbor Freight bench grinder, or angle grinder with an older cutoff blade on it. And all I'm going to do is cut this edge off. And we know that we can come in here later and clean that up. You can do that with a Dremel tool. You can do that with a hacksaw, your bandsaw, whatever you like. But this is the part we want. Just that little ear there that we can mount the camera back to. Now I'll take this over to the grinder, clean up the edges with a file and a grinder, maybe touch it up with a little black paint just so it looks more attractive. But that's all there is to it. That was less than a minute. I have a little 3-way file here. Just gonna take off this little sharp edge here. And all I'm doing is just grinding it off. Again, this is another inexpensive tool. I'm sure everyone who'd be interested in trying to make their own poor man's visualizer would have a file like this. So I'll just keep working that edge up until it's nice and flat. And I'm going to zap it with a little flat black spray paint, Rust-Oleum. And that way it'll match everything that I'm putting together aesthetically. Okay, we have our, get it in the camera here. We have our little bracket with a 3/16 hole drilled in and a 3/16 inch pop rivet. Again, you can get any brand of rivets. These are really inexpensive at Harbor Freight. I'll put a link in the description for you for what I have here, but again, super cheap, not critical. We have the hole we drilled inside of our connection pipe as well. Just kind of press that in. I'm gonna go ahead and use the mandrel on my rivet gun here to help me get that all the way in. Just a little tap on top until we're seated. Kind of work it in until you're nice and flush like that. Rotate it around to the direction you want it. For me, I'm going to go this direction, perpendicular. So see, I'm perpendicular to it. Get a nice firm seat. If you've never used a pop rivet gun, I'm probably the wrong guy to show you, but then you just give it a squeeze, nice and tight. It should pop right off. We just keep pulling it in. There you go. Now that's on with a rivet. Looks nice and professional. Still has a little bit of play in it, so we could put some CA in there to hold it down in place. But that's our bracket on the end of the pipe now to hold our camera. If you're using the same camera model that I'm recommending in the description down there, it's $39. You'll have these two teeny little screws that we just have to be able to line back up and get into these holes. A little frustrating, it's small. I've used another bar here to kind of hold everything, and I'm hoping the magnetic tip will let me get in there. Not quite. So, you know, it's gonna be a little frustrating. Just take your time or have way steadier hands than this old man has. And we'll line that up in there. I won't bother you with that because it's gonna be frustrating for me trying to talk through it, get a little camera shy. My fingers won't create in there, but we just gotta screw those two screws in and then we can adjust our camera. Just have to put one more screw in there, and then we'll take the rest of this and just zip tie it together. Okay, once you're done, you have your backup camera attached to the pole that'll hover over the tool face. One rivet, two screws. Now, you could run this through the pipe if you wanted to, drill another hole and actually run your cable through there, but I want to be able to access it easily, and the connectors in the middle here, as I showed you earlier, are solid. So you'd have to drill through those and be able to fish this little connector through, which I think would kind of weaken the whole thing. So a few zip ties or a little Velcro holding the cable up is not going to bother me. Okay, I got the poor man's visualizer all set up here. All using photo bars, backup camera, of course the Trent Bosch stabilizer, and little monitor up here. So all I have to do now is get myself a dry erase marker and mark out my part, and you can see in the camera, if I can use two hands here, that it'll, and watch it go right into right in there, and you can see it stays right on top of the tooltip the whole time. So we'll know exactly where we are once we get our dry erase marker up there.